What's up, guys? Erroneous here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, I want to talk about Plarium being acquired by MTG. So let's do this. Let's get right into it. We've got it already pulled up. Got the website here. So MTG acquires Plarium, developer of global #1 mobile RPG Raid Shadow Legends, and strengthens mobile gaming position. Modern Times Gaming Group, or Modern Times Group, an agreement with Aristocrat Leisure to acquire 100% of Plarium Global. Okay. Wow. So they sold. Right? So that kind of goes to show why there was such an aggressive recent push, trying to push on gems, trying to push on energy, trying to push on all these different things, shard packs. But you were also, those big spenders, were not getting the best value out of those packs as well. And we're just simply lining Plarium's pockets. So let's see what this says. I want to go through a good amount of it, really. I'm going to skim as much as I can so that way it's not boring for you. Purchase consideration was $620 million, of which $20 million was deferred to 2026. They have to basically say, okay, I'm signing to say that over time, yes, you're going to acquire us, but they defer a portion of money. I assume that's what that's going to mean in that sense. If it's a business acquiring another business, I don't feel like it's going to be a hostile takeover. It's pretty clear as day here. Another publicly traded company, I assume. Consideration to be offset by the cash flow that will be generated between start of Q4 2024 until closing, which is expected Q1 2025, resulting in an estimated final EBITDA, which means earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. I assume they probably have different levels of how much they're going to make. So expect more egregious or more pushes from Plarium to acquire and get as much money as possible from your pockets. That's what I assume is going to happen. I do want to pop something up in a second later, but it's going to be something interesting that just happened to coincide with this, but we'll see what happens. And I wonder what you guys are going to think about it when I show it in the end. So performance-based earning structure. Yeah, so if they make more money for basically the more money they make, the more purchasing power they're going to get, right? So they're going to be like, okay, someone's going to acquire us with more money, the better we perform from a money standpoint. So of course they're going to push more events potentially that will try to get you to spend, and that's how they're going to make even more money from selling to them. It's a performance-based earning structure, which means by Q1, end of Q1, which is March 2025, MTG will book on the balance sheet. Second potential stretch earnout target of up to $170 million based on Plarium 2028 revenues, which will not be booked on the balance sheet. So they're probably going to make more than $613 million then, I feel like. And USD 137 million adjusted EBITDA, and USD 110 million in free cash flow. MTG will benefit from Plarium's tech and deep expertise in live ops. Live ops really just means live operations. So live operations is specific in like the gaming industry. I mean, it could be in other industries as well. This is like pushing marketing of a game, management of a game, basically. Operations. So marketing, monetization, driving synergies to grow performance, right? Over long term. So long-term strategy means MTG is going to acquire this game. They're acquiring Plarium, which means they're not going anywhere anytime soon. You wouldn't see a company put all their money into a game just to acquire it to beat them from a competition standpoint. I just don't see gaming companies doing that, because they wouldn't be like, oh yeah, let's go and acquire Plarium and let's just shut them down. Companies wouldn't do that, especially when you have seen the cash flow that Plarium has brought in. They make like 15 to 30 million or more a month. It's crazy. At least. I mean, check out Hell Hades' video on that. millions of dollars a month. And they're the highest grossing gacha game to date. And still are. Deal rationale. What is the rationale for acquiring Plarium, basically? Transformative acquisition of Plarium enables MTG to significantly increase its relevant scale and accelerate its strategic execution, creating a best-in-class platform to power future organic growth. The deal establishes the combined group as one of the world's leading operators of highly profitable and cash-generative mid-core games with strong and well-known titles, and strengthens MTG's already highly successful casual games portfolio through the addition of Merge Gardens, which is a game I don't even know about. This elevates and diversifies MTG's already deep and extensive portfolio with a unique set of global evergreen IPs. The acquisition is closely aligned with MTG's growth strategy and selective approach to M&A. Plarium will enable the group to accelerate its organic evolution through even stronger live ops capabilities and expands the group's new game pipeline. Interesting. So essentially what this means is just that MTG has the buying power to purchase other companies and strengthen their own company, right? And with Raid, they're not going to make Raid worse. It's not going to get any worse than it already is. It's more than likely going to get better for the player base because they want to prolong the length and the life of the game, because they also want to make their money back, right? They've spent $820 million on this game, okay? Or on Plarium, right? To purchase the rights to the game and everything. So they're going to want to make their money back, okay? They're most certainly going to want to make their money back. It's going to take time. They're not going to make any big changes right away. I don't believe they're going to have the capability to do that. However, if Plarium already has plans in place for this year and next year in Q1, they're going to do that. So if they already have big changes going to happen in December for the game, as well as big changes in the beginning of the year for the first quarter, they're going to do that, which will help strengthen their amount of money and profitability they will make before the final sale. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that they were acquired. And I think MTG will help. The CEO and president is Maria Redden. Proud and excited to welcome Plarium to MTG in this transformative deal, which elevates MTG into a leading European gaming group. In Plarium, we have found a great partner to evolve and accelerate together. They bring an exciting and highly successful portfolio of live games spearheaded by Raid Shadow Legends, an exceptional evergreen mid-core IP to our lineup. The studio has also has 3 additional strong live games, an exciting new games pipeline in both the mid-core and casual segments, which creates healthy optionality for future growth. So, yeah, I mean, this is great. I think it's great that they're bringing this. They're purchasing Plarium. I think it's going to make it better. I don't think it would make it worse. It doesn't make sense why they would purchase this game and then or the company with the games that go with it. You know, it doesn't make sense why they wouldn't make it better, right? They want to make the money back. They want to be able to make it better for the people. And it seems like this company obviously talks about Plarium in their games. I want to see more about MTG itself. I feel like MTG is more focused on the players, which is great. So about MTG, Modern Times Group is an international mobile gaming group that owns and operates gaming studios with popular global IPs across the wide range of casual and mid-core genres. The group is focused on accelerating portfolio company growth and supporting founders and entrepreneurs. Modern Times Group is an active driver of gaming industry consolidation and a strategic acquirer of gaming companies around the world. We are born in Sweden, but have an international culture and global footprint. Our shares are listed on NASDAQ Stockholm under the tickets MTGA and MTGB. Okay, so I think ultimately MTG is going to be more for the player base as compared to Plarium. At least that's what they kind of post themselves as being. So I would assume they're going to want to make money as well. I don't think they're going to make drastic changes to how much things cost in the game. I don't think they're going to go, oh, let's lower the cost of everything by 50%. I doubt that. Maybe, if anything, after 6 months or so, maybe they'll focus on promoting better deals, more bonuses with purchases. Maybe they will fix some things in the game to make the livelihood of the game better. They want to adjust game mechanics to make things easier for players. They're probably going to want to try to bring players back. I don't see why they would not want to do that, because more players that play the game, it's more likely that more players will want to spend in the game, which makes for more profitability. So currently, as content creators, we are all fine. We're not going anywhere. Everything's going to run the same. When a company acquires another company, they usually keep all of their baseline staff. The only people that typically get moved out from acquisitions are the corporate heads. A lot of the business owners, people that are directors, CEOs, people that are upper management, HR, usually people like that will typically get let go or laid off from companies that are acquired. But it doesn't always happen. And it usually doesn't happen right away. And if the person that does get let go right away, it's typically going to be the CEO or president of the company. So, it'll be fine. There's no issue to the baseline employees, more than likely. There's probably not going to be any issues with the content creator program either. It's probably going to run the same. And if anything, they're going to fix things up to make that even better and cleaner. And yeah, I hope that they start promoting things better. I hope they start bringing things into the game that people actually want to see. That would be fantastic. It would bring more people back to the game, and they want to push the life of this game at least 5+ more years. Like, that's really, really impactful. Like, for example, Summoner's War has been around for 10, almost 11 years now. That's a gacha game as well. That's been the longest in the space, I believe, or one of the longest standing gacha games in the space, and they're still doing okay. They're not doing terrible. They just don't have as many updates as they used to, but they still have updates for the player base. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So the last thing I want to go over is going to be the Raid merch store. After 5 long years, and to no surprise, essentially, or rather coincidence, it's coming when they're selling. So, do I think these merchandise look cool as heck? Absolutely. You got hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, tote bags. The initial launch features designs based on Death Knight, Gallic, Arbiter, Demon Lord, and Kale. Characters were picked based on overall popularity, audience familiarity survey. Let us know who you want to see in the designs. What, how, when? Use the promo code RAID10, which is a special discount code, to get 10% discount for all products from November 12th to November 28th. So that's today until the 28th, but by the time you see the video, it's going to be the 13th or the 14th until the 28th of November. Pretty sweet. These actually all look super cool. Let me see if I can zoom up a little bit so you guys can see better. But wow, this actually does look pretty sick. Not going to lie. I would love to see the mythicals. I'm already thinking about mythical champions. Product range hoodies. I mean, the hoodies look really nice. I don't have one of the shirts on today, but I do have a shirt that I received as a package as a content creator a while back. And that shirt was amazing quality. It was like a sweater t-shirt, probably worth value of at least $60, I'd say, maybe $50 as a sweater t-shirt. And the thing is nice. It has Hydra. Go figure. And t-shirts, they look great. These look nice. They don't look like sweater tees. Mugs are also nice. I do like that. Different range mugs. They've got tote bags. This is kind of what they look like. Interesting. All right. I mean, they don't look too bad. FAQs part 1. In which countries will it be possible to buy merch? I mean, you can find a full list. Policies, you could just look it up, of course. Why is it not available in my country? So yeah, some countries may not get it. Where are the action figures? There's no action figures, but they're going to bring out action figures. Justice for Death Knight. Yes, Death Knight deserves all the justice in the world. We conducted a survey to choose champions. Okay. I created a raid-themed art. Will you use my art for merch and pay me royalty? Your art is awesome, but for now, we're focused on what we have on our website. So if they utilize your raid-themed art, we don't have an answer to whether or not you'll get paid royalties. That would be pretty insane, though. I doubt it. I doubt they're going to do that. I'm a long-time player. Will I be getting any discount? Yes, you'll get a 10% discount by using RAID 10 at the store for checkout. Will we be able to choose designs in the future? Good idea. We'll think about it. Nice. Will there be any limited edition themes? Stay tuned. Will there be any physical locations where I can see and buy merch? No, it's only online. Will there be different color variants of the same item? Not at the moment. Will you start selling 3D models of champions? We'll think about it. I have seen some similar merchandise on AliExpress on another site. Is this official? No, this is only official merch for Raid. Why have you chosen Grin Store and not eBay or Amazon or Etsy? Raid merch will be available on other platforms in the near future. Meanwhile, you can also check our merch on store. I can only speculate that they make more money from other platforms that they sell from. That's probably why. Let's call a spade a spade. And yeah, so they got the official merch store. All content is so I can talk about this now. Official merchandise store, you can look it up. Pretty sweet. Let me see if there is a special store. Is this it? Yes, it is. So if you type in raidshadowlegends.store, you should be able to find it. Let's do it right now. raidshadowlegends.store. Yeah, just type in raidshadowlegends.store, and there you go. You can start buying mugs at $14. That's actually not too bad. T-shirt at $27. A Demon Lord hoodie for $46, and a tote bag for $14. That's what's hot right now in black. So it seems like people are already starting to buy this stuff, which is insane. Very interesting. I mean, personally, I would buy like a hoodie. Hoodies will last a little longer, I feel like. And yeah, these do look pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, they do look pretty sick. So if you want to buy a shirt or a hoodie or a mug or a tote bag, this is where you get it. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.